Today, President Trump sent an invitation to Samsung, which is thinking about building a plant in the U.S. He tweeted, "We would love to have you." But an American teenager has little love for the South Korean company. He says Samsung burned him twice. Here's Jim Axelrod.
I don't ride anymore. I used to.
Last September, 19-year-old Michael Taylor came home after a long day on his parents' farm in Rockton, Illinois, plugged in his phone, and went to sleep.
When you wake up, what do you see?
What I saw was a flame about 2 to 3 feet long shooting from the phone.
His Samsung Galaxy Note 7 had exploded,
These were the sheets?
Yes.
leaving him with severe burns on his legs.
I've never had a pain that strong in my life. I've had literally taken a pitchfork through my foot, and it doesn't even compare to that.
깊이 사과드립니다.
Samsung apologized in the aftermath of stories like Taylor's, recalling all Note 7 phones, offering exchanges, and promising their consumers complete transparency.
That is where the Note 7 actually started on fire, right here.
But when Taylor decided to sue Samsung for damages, he confronted an obstacle Samsung had buried. Inside the box, under the phone, inside another box, on the last few pages of the warranty guide, is a clause requiring all disputes with Samsung be resolved through final and binding arbitration and not by a court or jury. A consumer has 30 days to opt out, or else they cannot sue.
I think the hope is that you're never going to find it, and you're not aware of it.
Miriam Gillis, a dean at the Cardozo School of Law, has spent a decade studying arbitration.
Does that seem like a high bar to you?
Oh, sure does, especially because it's on page 16 of a fairly small booklet that most people never even open. They've made it hard for you because they don't want you to opt out, because they want to protect themselves against all liability.
Arbitration is a gamble. The arbitrator is chosen by Samsung. There's no right to appeal. It's completely secret. And if he loses, Michael Taylor could be ordered to pay Samsung's legal fees.
He and his lawyer have to have a serious conversation about how likely they are to win.
Because they're going to have to pay for Samsung's
Attorneys.
lawyers' fees?
Yeah, and Samsung has some of the best lawyers in the country.
Samsung sent one of them to federal court in December to argue Taylor's claim should be thrown out because he never opted out.
I don't know how I was supposed to be able to opt out of something that I didn't know existed.
When you began to become aware that you were up against this clause, what were your thoughts?
I felt like I was robbed of a right that I have in my country.
Samsung declined an on-camera interview, but said in a statement, Scott, arbitration gives consumers a faster, easier, and more efficient way to resolve disputes.
Jim Axelrod for us. Jim, thank you.